Hey, how's it going, guys? Supreme Total War here. Today we have another online battle replay with, once again, Bretonnia. Today we're going up against the Empire, and he's bringing Balthasar Gelt, which is a lord I don't usually see. I don't see him brought a lot, so I think that's kind of cool. A lot of people think the Lore of Metal is pretty useless, which it's not great. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst either. I don't know about my army. I brought 6 bows. Definitely enough. My phone just went off. But I brought 6 bows. Definitely enough to skirmish him down. I wasn't sure how many the Empire was going to bring, because they definitely have good skirmish potential. I brought 4 Grail Knights, because I was like, okay, he's definitely going to have some Demigryph Knights, but he didn't bring any cavalry. And as the Empire, I think that's a bit of a mistake. But he does have some artillery. Nice hits so far. Right on that first volley, actually getting some good hits. But I think that's a bit of a mistake, not bringing any artillery as the Empire. I mean, any cavalry as the Empire. Okay, what is with this camera right now? Anyways, he's got great swords though. He's got a lot of infantry. Like, he's got swordsmen, he's got great swords. They're all in this weird thick formation though. His only skirmishers are these hand gunners. He's pretty much given up all mobility. I don't really understand that. He's got Balthasar in the air by himself, unsupported. All that's there to help him is the hand gunners. I don't know how I feel about that. He's got 3 spearmen in the back, and then there's another greatsword just kind of in the middle of his army here. So an odd Empire army, very infantry heavy, but capable. So my infantry is not going to match up against his at all. It's just there to hold him in place, just regular spearmen. It's really my bows and my 4 Grail Knights. I mean, I've got 4 of them, so that's... I was really expecting Demigryph Knights, but apparently not. Now what I did was I was expecting a flying squad, so I actually put Bretonnia on my... Leon Kerr and the Paladin are on the ground, and actually the Paladin's on foot, which was a mistake. I didn't want to bring him on foot, but just 4 Grail Knights is a big investment. But look at this, right off the bat, just firing on him with all my arrows. All those archers, look at how much damage is being done to his greatswords already. I was firing on this swordsman. It was probably a bad target. They're shielded. I should have just dealt with the greatswords first. But look at all those arrows, and you can just see, oh my gosh, that's brutal. And now my infantry's charging in. It was probably a mistake to charge in my infantry. I thought about this after the fact. Wait, we need to slow this down. I'm getting all over the place. But my bows are doing so much damage to his men that I really could have sat back. I mean, he does have the artillery, but my bows were doing more damage faster. So I didn't really need to charge in and kill my infantry this fast, but I did. It was a mistake, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Another mistake, I really thought I put him on the horse. I could have sworn I did. But my Paladin's on foot. It doesn't really matter, though. There's nothing really that's going to, be too bad. I decided I'm going to charge in this unit of Grail Knights right past his spearmen, just completely ignore them, and then get them in the back with this unit. This unit of Grail Knights, I was like, doesn't matter if they're spearmen, they can't take Grail Knights. So I'm just charging them into the side here. And then this one is coming up to find an opening. So at this point, my bows, look at them. Look at this barrage of arrows. I'm probably killing a lot of my own men. Yeah, they're hitting my Grail Knights, that's for sure, but killing a lot of his too. Let's go back in. So he flanks my flank, but then I flank his with these Grail Knights. He didn't really have anything to contain my Grail Knights. As you can see, like, look. A charge from the Grail Knights absolutely slaughtered the spearmen. Even though they're spearmen, and they should do good against Cav, they're just Grail Knights at, what is that charge, 89? Yep. That's a chariot's charge. And all these bows are coming in. I started focusing down the hand gunners. His artillery, though, it's killing my bowmen, that's for sure. Look at that. That's a charge straight into spearmen. He didn't brace, which is a big mistake, but look at that damage done. And at this point, his entire formation is just collapsing. He can't control my Grail Knights. Balthasar is up in the air, casting some spells. archer fire just continuously coming in on him. He did cast this bombardment. Doesn't do too much damage. Does a bit, but it's definitely not a game changer or anything. And as you can see, some of his swordsmen are actually routing before my spearmen do. Because, like, look at all those bows and everything. But he actually routs one of my units with his artillery. It's definitely doing some good work. But, again, even with his spearmen, just not enough to contain my cavalry. The only thing really left holding his lines are his great swords. His light wizard is here. Didn't use the net of Amatok at all. Probably could have used it on the Grail Knights. Would have been a good play. Tie them down with some spearmen afterwards. But his formation is now absolutely trashed. He has nothing to answer for my bows or my cavalry. And now it's just a big mosh pit of arrows. Leon Kerr's up there on his steed. Oh my gosh, look at all those bows. This is a bloody battle. Let's screenshot this. And yeah, this is just, it's unfair for the great swords. So, an odd empire build. I don't know what he was thinking. First mistake, no cavalry. Second mistake, nothing to really answer Bretonnia's paladins and Leon Kerr. Now, going up against Bretonnia, you'd think you would expect, or you'd think this player would expect a flying force. And yet he puts Balthasar up on a Pegasus on his own, so not really sure what he was thinking there, but it was a fun battle overall. I always like watching the archers just cut people down. Grail Knight's getting a ton of kills. Yeah, it definitely went well. His Hellstorm Rock Battery actually did really well, and I think the Hellstorm Rocket Battery is a good piece of artillery anytime you're going up against Bretonnia, because it's not armor piercing, so it's not going to do as well against like units like Black Orcs and heavily armored units like that. But against my peasant bows and spearmen and stuff, it actually did a fair bit of damage. So, good battle overall. I had a lot of fun playing it. Yeah, stay tuned for more Bretonnia. I've definitely got a lot of replays with them. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. See you later.